Hello, everyone. I'd like to talk to you guys about something I've been working on forever, and it's pretty much saving the world, to be honest. And, I started back since 10 years ago when I went to this Leonardo da Vinci exhibit. We were walking through all his projects and all his models. They had him like little models, and we saw all of his experiments down to like the scissors, the ball bearings, the parachute, the helicopter, all these different things. And on my way out, I was running out because I had to go. I saw a model of a little city, and I thought to myself, wow, did this guy invent the perfect city? So that stuck with me. And ever since then, I've been thinking about how to make the perfect city. And that's what I like to put out and leave with you guys here. So the next time these political issues come up, like I don't know, every week there's something new, a new argument about abortion, guns, immigration, and all these things. And to be honest with you, I think it's all junk politics. It's really just a distraction from real issues. To me, the real issues are, we got a fake money system, the fact that we're all enslaved to a printer. It just blows my mind. I think this whole world is based on lies, and that's why it's so dysfunctional. And there's so many reasons to want to make this a better world that I really think it's time that we sat down and talked about it and try to figure out how we can make this a better world, not just for us but for our kids, and for the rest of the world. There's so many benefits to making this a perfect world that you can't even fathom from where we're at what it would be like. I like to think sometimes of the first day of a perfect world, what that would be like. And it crosses my mind pretty often. Like, I don't want to say obsessed with it, but I have it visioned of how it would be, and it is beautiful. I really think it's something worth working towards, and teamwork makes dreams work, and that's what I'm hoping to get out of these series that I'm trying to make is hopefully some people that feel the same way, that think the same way, and that are willing to talk about this subject, because most people really don't care. That's why this world is dysfunctional, because in a way it's easier to be part of something dysfunctional. It takes very little obligation, no responsibility. It's just there. And the bad thing about that is that being part of something dysfunctional could come back and bite you in the ass. Like, for example, I want to share this story with you guys about an air show I went to when I was in the Navy. I was aboard the USS Carl Vinson, an aircraft carrier, and we had a day off from flying and from bombing, pretty much. And the captain decided to put an air show on for us. So there we are, standing on the flight deck, and we're seeing these jets. They fucking fly by supersonic speed, and then inverted, and then they do their loops, their rolls, and we're like, yeah, this and that. And all of a sudden it goes quiet, and we're standing there like everyone facing in the same direction, outboard, waiting for the next jet. And all of a sudden, a jet comes out of nowhere from behind and just flies like 2 feet over us, like, and it scared the shit out of us. We all dropped to the ground. We were like panicking. It was terrifying. It knocked the wind out of me. I was like terrified, and that day pretty much changed my life. I thought to myself, wow, If that is war, that is terrifying. And what's scary about it is that no matter how loud you scream, how much you pray, how much you beg, hope, wish, whatever, you're not going to stop the war machine once it's over your city. And that's what dysfunction leads to. And that's how it could come back and bite us in the ass. That's what I'm trying to prevent, If there's something we could do now to fix it, let's do it and get it over with. I have this little saying that I made up that says, if paradise is what you want, then paradise is what you have to build. And that is what I'm trying to activate people to do, to want to build something new. Every man has something he wants to build, either a house, a bike, yada, yada, yada. But this is the time when we really got to come together and say, I've had enough. Honestly, I've had enough. This whole world is based on lies, deception, corruption, a bunch of nasty things. And if we based it on the opposite of honesty, values, so on and so forth, we would really have a beautiful world. It is something amazing what we could do. So I've shared my ideas of making this a perfect world with certain friends, and they're all for it. Like my friend Alejandro, me and him stayed up drinking beer till like 2 a.m. once, and he listened and he admitted that it was a great idea at the end of the conversation. He's like, man, you have my vote, this is great. I wish we could do this. So the point is that it takes forever to just tell someone about the first step to a perfect world. So that's why I want to do these YouTube videos, to put it all out there, because it takes like about 4 hours worth of teaching and tutoring and explaining about how it works. I have a whole list that I'm going to post up here for you of all the different subjects we need to cover if we really want to save the world. And instead of going one by one to different friends and this and that, I'm just going to publish it all here and see if you guys have any comments, see what you guys think, and make better conversations. Because these arguments that we argue about, where anti-gun and pro-abortion and all this bullshit, is just getting old. Like, that's just all distraction. I call it junk politics. It's just junk meant to distract and divide us. And it's keeping us away from real issues that we need to talk about. So that is what I'm aiming for people to have better conversations about politics, where when an issue arises and they want to do something about it, I'm going to give them the tools to act, to make this a better place. And that's my goal, to really have your guys' back, so when the day comes and we're cornered by our dysfunctional ways, we have a way out of this. And the plan is, really quickly, I'll tell you that I think we're 3 steps away from a perfect world. We're not that far. And it's really only 1 step, because the first step is the hardest. It's going to take more responsibility, some unity, and some teamwork. And after that, it's all downhill. So in all reality, we can have the perfect world within a year or 2. It's just how fast we're willing to do it, how much work we put into it, and all the teamwork we could do that could go into this. And so yeah, I want to keep this under 10 minutes. This is just the intro, and stay tuned, subscribe, comment, do what you gotta, and let's make this happen, people. Teamwork makes dreams work. So before I go, I just want to let you know, it might seem easier to be part of something dysfunctional, but at the end, it could bite you in the ass. So let's do it, people. Thank you.